Commence primary ignition.
Never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
I'm David W. Collins, I'm a voice actor, sound supervisor, and sound designer at Skywalker Sound. You are watching the Virtual Cantina Network.
Hello there.
Boy.
Welcome to another week of the Virtual Cantina Watch-Along. We're here, the two of us. How you doing, Jeff?
Good. Another end of the week for me, so I'm happy I get the Friday off and
Very cool.
Monday as well. So
Cool. Well, we're very excited tonight because we are going to be watching the Toys That Made Us Star Wars Edition, which is very cool because honestly, I think that Jeff could basically do this entire show in his living room, but that's besides the point.
yeah, the other room has quite a bit of, but they're the redone versions of those. They're not original original 70s 80s stuff. They're 90s stuff. That's why I didn't have any issue opening them up and hanging them on my ceiling. But
cool.
The stuff I have over there and the stuff I have in the cabinet in the other room could fill this show, I'm sure.
Well, I'm very excited about watching this, especially considering the fact that, several friends of the group are in the show.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to watch. But a whole slew of Star Wars stuff has happened this last week. First off, we could talk about what seems to be a triggering point for some reason, but the Super Bowl ad, which honestly, I mean, my opinion was it did its job. Like, it was a spoof on a 90s Budweiser commercial, and it didn't need to be anything more than that. I mean, I know the fandom wanted more. I get it. But I thought it was very, like, apropos. Like, there's not been really good, like, trailers or commercials, like, in years for the Super Bowl.
It wasn't really a trailer, obviously, but
Right.
And that's, I think people were expecting a new trailer. We got to have more scenes from what we've seen already. And for a Super Bowl spot, it was I thought it was fun and, well done. And if that has nothing to do with the movie, that makes it even cooler because they, have high production value when it comes to that stuff. Having a team of tauntauns pulling the little sleigh thing.
That was amazing.
And then Sam Elliott, you can't be mad at Sam Elliott. Anything with Sam Elliott is amazing as well. So
it's like Bruce Campbell. You can't get mad at Bruce Campbell either.
Yeah. So the whole instant recognition of a million Clydesdales, in Budweiser ads that I'd seen, popped into my head. So it's just like, all right, I get what they're doing here. This is kind of fun. It doesn't give me any information about the movie, but there's a couple people in this, sitting in the trailer that are in it. That's all I know.
VCN Hall of Famer is sitting in the trailer.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody who may be a Hall of Famer in the future might be operating some of the other stuff. But
maybe.
Anyhow, I was fine with it. I didn't expect anything. That's probably why it didn't make a difference to me. But
right.
When people put all those expectations on what is supposed to be coming, you get they're not going to do it the way you think, and that's what happened with this.
Well, but listen, I was glad to see something. I was glad to see some sort of Star Wars on the television. But nevertheless, but also today, a new video game is coming out with pod racing, and it's got Ben Quadinaros in it, which makes me very happy because Ben Quadinaros is awesome. So obviously people are excited about that. And also the Black Series, the Lego, and Funkos for the Mandalorian Grogu movie was announced. Original packaging, which is nice because it has the big window, so it'll be nice for signatures and whatnot.
Well, they realized moving away from that was not the smartest thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and they also have what they call the carbonite versions, which is like the shiny metallic, like upper class versions of the Black Series.
So is it the figure done to look like carbonite or something?
It's colorized, so it's not like the monotone coloring, but it's a shimmery type of.
Oh, so it's just more okay. I think they've done that a long time ago.
Yes,
in a few lines where it's like makes everything sort of candy apple or whatever.
Yeah, so very excited about that. There's a new Sigourney Weaver Black Series, and there's two new Zeb Aurelius Funkos. One of Zeb by himself, and then Zeb in the new Razor Crest, which is kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yep. So some good stuff there. And then this past week, Jeff and a number of our members and VCN Hall of Famer Kevin Thompson went down to Scum and Villainy, or Scum Classic, as I like to call it, for the kickoff party for the fundraising for Rendezvous. Nice picture of Jeff and Mike, the captain, with a nice ship there, but that was pretty awesome. How many racers did you bring with you?
2.
Okay.
When I came in and we were twins, it bugged me a little bit, so I went out and changed.
Okay.
And after Kevin and Tracy talked to Kevin and JC and Mark, we got a photo after that with the group. They went to a tier video right after that, so we jumped up there and got a photo with them.
Kevin in his usual pose.
Yes, for sure. And that one I was going to wear originally anyways, since it's the cantina, and that's the cantina.
Absolutely. But no, it's
Although the other one was appropriate as well, because that was for family vacation too.
Sure. But no, it was a great stream. I watched it all 5 hours, but I was also messaging with all of our members that were there. Thank you very much for Kevin Thompson for dropping our name, and JC and Kevin going nuts for that. Then also, the shout out I got later on for our investment into Scum and Villainy, which I'm very, very excited about that. But it was amazing. We were talking about some pre-show of how Kevin Smith, who's a cinephile, was completely marking out over Kevin Thompson's IMDb, basically.
Yeah, well, right here you can see him just like enamored with whatever Kevin is saying.
So do you think Kevin Thompson's going to be put into the next Jay and Bob movie now?
I would be very pleasant, not surprised so much, but I would be very happy for sure if that was, the case, that there was some sort of collaboration there.
No, that'd be absolutely awesome for that to happen for Kevin and maybe Tracy as well. So that'd be very, very cool. And then yesterday you went to go see Ahmed Best for his new release.
Oh yeah, I should have put one of those photos in here. I got they had the two different covers of the Jar Jar, I guess #1 come out yesterday, and I went to one of the comic shops here in Hollywood, and they were selling it starting in the early or late morning, and they had it scheduled to have Ahmed in the sort of early evening. He was there from 4 to whenever the line ended, which I'm imagining is after 6, because it was almost 6 when I left, and I was in line before 4. So, but anyways, he was really cool, signing both covers for the cost of the comic.
Wow,
So
that's great.
I spent $12 and got 2 Ahmed Best autographs, which I
That's
thought was
phenomenal.
quite the value, even with the amount of time I spent in line, which was, fine. I talked to other people in line, and actually ran into one of the producers and hosts of the script reads that I love to go to, that we'll be seeing The Last Jedi performed in April, Patrick Kottner.
Cool.
And so I think we might maybe try to have him on the show at some point, and
That'd be phenomenal.
talk about the stuff that they do, both the script reads and the George Lucas talk show.
Oh, that'd be
And
phenomenal.
so it was cool talking to him and hanging out, and there was some other people who were supposed to join me, but that didn't happen, so that was fine. I made the best of it. Got rumors that other members of the group were going to be there as well. Then I didn't see them. I did see some people that people knew, but not people that I knew. So, but yeah, it was fun. Ahmed was very accommodating, very like if you wanted to talk to him, he was ready to talk. I mentioned to him the first time I encountered him was at Star Wars Celebration 1 in Denver, and he was all about memories from that, and so that was kind of cool. And then I mentioned the group to him, and he's like, I need to check out Virtual Cantina Network, and so hopefully at some point he will or has. And so to the mods, if you see Ahmed Best, try to join, don't deny him. Well, make sure it's the real one.
Yeah, I think Sherry said Mike said that he was sick.
Yeah, Mike was going to come, but he wasn't feeling well when I was asking people if they're going to show up. And other people were either at work or busy or something. So I decided to use a little time and go over there, and it was fun. So it was
Very cool.
Good to see. Ahmed was much taller than I remember him being. So that was interesting. And the other author, his co-author, was there as well, so that was cool. We got both of their autographs, and I should, have asked him about, connecting with like the Jedi Archive guys or something, but I was, sort of didn't have a lot of time, but I did, mention a couple things to him. So
very cool. So, like I said, and there's a lot of Star Wars going around. Very excited, but also a lot of stuff going around right now for the Virtual Cantina Network. We don't have a graphic for it yet, but the Saturday of San Diego Comic-Con, we will be having our VCN meetup at the Ace Porter.
Yeah, that's 5 months from now.
Yeah, but we're going to be talking to the things is in sequential order,
Yeah.
And then from there, 2 weeks later is Rebel ScumCon, which we will be there in full force. We started doing a lot of behind the scenes purchasing of things that is needed for that. So very, very excited about that. And of course, Bunta Eve, Texas 2, the Electric Boogaloo, which will be on August the 7th. We will be doing a special news desk mid-April, which will be announcing all of our guests as well as tickets going on sale. So we're very much looking forward to that. Texas is always a good time. We really enjoy the experience last year, and I'm very much looking forward to this year as well. And then And then 3 weeks after that is the family vacation. So very, very excited about this one. We'll be going back to the scene of crime in Orlando, Florida, for a whole bunch of shenanigans and surprises as we get ready for a Star Wars Celebration. You know, Star Wars Celebration is April 1st through 4th, 2027. But on the 26th of November, we'll be doing a special announcement of tickets and the location of Boonta Eve 5, the VCN Strikes Back. So I am very, very excited about that one. And also throughout the day, there'll be other announcements with the other 2 events that we're going to be running over that week. Besides also, you know, us going to Disneyland on the Monday. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very, very much excited about everything we have going on. We're gonna have a really good second half of the year into 27.
Should be cool. I have a concert in Vegas in between Comic-Con and Rebel Scum Con, so
very nice, very nice. And then Rebel Scum Con announced Gerald Draven from Rogue One and Andor.
Oh yeah,
as a guest, which is very, very cool. And Rose Dunnigan from ILM, which actually I went through my ILM 50 book and saw a great colorized shot of her with George. So I'll definitely be bringing my book with me to Texas, which I'm
get a lot of pages signed, I'm sure.
Oh, I started putting Post-its with the name, so it's like flagged. So I'm already working on that between, you know, the ILM guests that they have over with you know, Michael Pangrazio and Paul Hudson and John Goodson, VCN Hall of Famer John Goodson, over there, and plus also going through it and seeing what Boonta guests are going to be in the book as well, because there are some Boonta guests that are featured in the book, which is pretty awesome. But that'll come mid-April. You know, like I said, we got a lot of really great, fun stuff coming on. Hope you guys will join us for whatever you possibly can. We should have some more information about the racer for family vacation. It's a fun, bright racer. I like our past ones. So it'll be fun.
There's a couple of racers here that aren't too bad. That one is a little dark, the red one, but
yeah,
that first one was nice and kind of bright.
Absolutely. So we have a nice, you know, it's going to be very, very fun racer for that. And obviously, as soon as those are able to go on sale, we'll let you know about that. But really, there's, like I said, there's not much more going on. No, things are going great here on the VCN. Shout out to Colin, who has actually been on the ball with, like, when there's been announcements or anything of that nature, like within minutes, he's got a full breakdown video up on the network.
Life at light speed.
Yeah, so
he's super quick.
It's nice to have someone doing that on the network, you know, not just a full length. Like, he has his full length show, but he's jumping in doing like reviews, which is something we didn't have, you know, in the past.
Quick snippets and capitalizing on timing for certain things.
And I noticed that he's actually been like I've noticed that he's been like one of the first as well in the last 2 to get something out quickly.
Oh, that's good.
Which is great, you know.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, no, like I said, a lot of good stuff going on. And if you'd like to join us for any of our shenanigans, please do. We love shenanigans with our family. You know, it's always a really good time and anything of that nature. But with that in mind as well, and since we go through the news or anything like that, we could actually start 10 minutes early if we want to.
It's not very long. It's only 50 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't want people to be tuning in at a certain time and not catch it. I mean, Unless you are, we don't have anything else to talk about.
No, because the things I think we'll talk about will be like toy related and stuff of that nature. So I don't think it's going to hurt either way.
All right. Well, if you want to start now, we can. Let's see here.
Queue up your Netflix machine.
Yeah, we'll give everybody a couple more minutes. Maybe we'll
for
start
toys
25.
that made us Star Wars, which is part of season 1.
It's season 1, episode 1, because it's the best. Star Wars toys were groundbreaking in so many ways that they'll show you here. It's going to be amazing if you haven't watched this episode. If you have, you know how cool it is. And anyways, let's see. Yeah. All right. Give me it's only, I think everybody's probably queued everything up by now, so we'll go ahead and hit that 10-second countdown and then start the episode. So here we go.
So I'm not quite sure whether or not the Skeleton
Netflix.
Crew 2 was greenlit or not. I see it on a couple of things, but nothing reputable. But the same thing, they were talking about season 4 of Mandalorian, which we all know that is already scripted. But they're waiting to figure out, oh, hey, Jim Swearingen. He was a guest of ours in Japan. But we know season 4 has been written. They're just waiting to see what the movie's going to be like before they greenlight that one.
The smuggler's ship. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because that totally looks like Jim.
That looks like Jim.
Yeah. What a nice man.
Oh, yeah, it's very cool.
And his husband, nice as well, Emery.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of talking in this show, so
we were talking about that the Han and Carbonite figure with a couple weeks ago. I absolutely love that figure.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite Kenner figure or playset?
I really like my Death Star from the original line. I have most of the pieces. I could probably get some of the other ones, like 3D printed versions or something. But all the ships were so cool, although they were kind of like, why couldn't you have more space inside of the Falcon to mess around with?
Right.
I probably played with my land speeder the most because it had the little wheels on the bottom so you could cruise it across the floor.
Right. The different. Hey, Steve Sansweet.
Yep.
I remember. I mean, I never did the Midnight Madness, but I remember when Midnight Madness happened for episode 1. Because I knew a lot of people went to that.
Time in line and at Toys R Us late at night. That for all 3 movies, I think. They did actually no, wait. For episode 1, I think I missed it because we were in Denver for Celebration, and I didn't do the toy store run that night. I went home and went to sleep so I could go to the con the next day.
They ran the con around the movie, didn't they?
The movie dropped like almost a month later.
Gotcha.
It was always well before the movie came out. They still do it that way. It's like 3 weeks to a month before the movie comes out. toys that made us. Nah.
Yeah, speaking of Mike.
Nah. Yay.
And the man appears. It's amazing to see like all these pictures and videos and like, of all the areas and just like in quarries. And
Yeah, I love the vintage behind the scenes type stuff.
welcome, Mike. So my favorite, I have to say, I mean, I have an affinity for the original at because I remember my 7th birthday, getting some D-cell batteries and having it. We had a birthday party in my apartment, and having it walk across down the hall on the wood floors.
Yeah, I got the AT-AT playset, which was a plastic base and a cardboard AT-AT, which was basically the same thing as the Sandcrawler playset, but with different colored plastic and a different cardboard backdrop. So that was not quite as cool. The best thing it had was the little elevator to, or no, wait, what did that one have? I don't know.
I love the fact that we also talk about the Ewok village that turned into Sherwood Forest.
Right. And with something, they're all like one thing versus, repurposed for another. I've seen the interiors of that house on a Zoom call, I think.
That's amazing. Yeah, oh, yes. When he came on, he showed up during a happy hour because you never know who might show up on happy hours on Tuesday.
Yeah, you never know. Happy hour.
The funny thing was I called in. I'm like, yeah, I'm not jumping in. And that gets actually, hey, Jim's in the chat. I'm like, I will be there in 5 minutes.
Second thought. See, look at that. Back in the day, he's got the gun. He's got the blasters there that are black, like movie-ish accurate.
Right.
As opposed to the white and orange ones like they have now.
But let's look at the chat. What was the original lineup? What figures or playsets did you guys like? I obviously also really liked the original Luke and Vader and Obi-Wan with the straight arms with the lightsaber that comes out.
Like up over there.
Yes.
Or next to you. Actually, it's a slightly different looking saber that doesn't look like it has the tip on it on the one next to you.
But I also love, if you look at the Obi-Wan above your head, I remember being at the Bash in Orlando 2017, and someone actually dressed as Kenner Obi-Wan and Kenner Leia with the vinyl capes.
With that cape like popped collar thing. I had all the figures in this photo around us. And that version of the Jawa, unfortunately. And I think either Obi-Wan or Vader or Leia or all of them or the Tusken Raider, their capes ended up ripping. So they had like rips in the vinyl. And so I ended up probably discarding most of them at some point. Vader's head broke off on the one I have.
Oh no!
So I still have him as 2 pieces. At some point, I might try to reattach the head, but
that 3PO is always very flimsy as well. Like his appendage.
Yeah, the joints got weird, and they would be all like super loose, so they wouldn't stand up well or hold their arm up or whatever. With my Vader with the head problem, I would reenact the scene of Luke going in the tree cave thing,
Oh, that's great.
cutting his head off.
There you go.
Three and 3/4 inches.
I love that meme that's like, is he really too short to be a stormtrooper? And they have the Luke and the stormtrooper with the ruler. They're like, no,
Right.
he's not.
It's actually as tall, if not taller, or something.
Yeah.
That's funny.
How do you cut him up? It's amazing.
Look at those. That's crazy. Oh, C-3PO is a cardboard cutout.
But Sherry, Mike, what were your favorite Kenner toys?
Oh, God. Brown socks.
Yeah.
Ah. Smell like, oh, we got the lovely Twitch. We need more people to watch on Twitch.
Yep. Dobby got a sock.
Look
at old LAX.
That's some messed up. Yeah, well, that spaceship building is the centerpiece of LAX, and even though it used to be a restaurant and currently it's not, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a bummer, but it's 1,000,000 years old, so
Yeah. Dave's sock.
In the Kroger building, they will go shopping. Yeah, I don't have any boxes from any of the ships that I had, even the newer ones. I probably should have kept some of them.
So cool. Ah. That's amazing, Carl.
Yeah, Yoda was a cool figure to get when it came out.
With the orange snake.
Yep, and the cane, and somebody else's sock.
Right.
I love this history.
Yeah.
I should have worn my Kenner shirt for the stream, but I don't. It's dirty.
Oh, another thing in news is that, of course, we just got back from San Francisco a couple of months ago, but they opened up a ranch store in the Presidio, which a number of our members ran to as soon as we posted about it.
Yeah, it's right there next to that. There's like a little cafe that is around the corner from where ILM is, or Lucasfilm is. I'm sorry. Well, ILM is.
If that was there during family vacation, they would have made so much money.
They probably would have sold out of like most of the stuff.
Yeah.
It's like the Grogu merch that didn't exist when they debuted Grogu, and then all of a sudden it was like a tidal wave.
Oh, yes.
Like a few months later, once they could get everything produced. Yes, we need them all. Yeah, the Ghost Obi-Wan was a Lay's mail-in. I think my aunt ended up getting me one or two of those. And then they released it in a 3-pack with the Ghost Yoda and the Ghost Anakin. Original Anakin, I'm pretty sure.
I had the mail-in Emperor.
Yeah, I don't think I got that mail-in one. I did get the mail-in Boba Fett.
I have that game, the board game, up my storage unit.
I got a lot of that crap.
Just slap a label on it. It works. Amazing. If Dave was here, he would show us his early bird setup.
Yeah, it would be right behind him. So
Dagobah playset.
look at that.
Oh, the $300 life size wicket there, Mike. When toy stores look cool.
Dagobah playset.
Holy crap. $3,000?
Hugh Grant.
Yes, Hugh Grant. I love the fact that in the original 12, they decided that one of the figures that needed to happen was the Death Star Commander.
Yeah, that's an odd choice for sure, considering what other characters they could have chosen.
Right?
There's some cool ones. Wow. It's Kenner. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't see anything really. I think, obviously things will fluctuate, but I don't see there having a new kind of figure that's going to change the industry again.
It was such a new thing, literally a new thing, when they came out with that kind of size figure. Everything was like Mego size or G.I. Joe size.
Mm-hmm.
So after they came out with those ones, you could, buy a handful for the price of one bigger one or something. Basically, they created a new market, so it would be a different type of thing. It wouldn't necessarily be action figures. Wow. That's funny. Wow.
Bad feeling about this. No, please. George made a lot of money in these figures. A lot of the a lot of the white figures, like the Stormtrooper, has yellowed out.
Yeah, that plastic tinted yellow. There's a way you can use like peroxide and something else to help bleach it back out, but I think they do that with TK armor as well.
Mm-hmm.
That Vader had a weird cape.
The Greedo figure was weird as well.
This lead up, of course.
I actually got a print signed of the rocket firing from Jim while we were in Japan.
Oh, cool.
For Oct development in NECA, I wonder if he knows Mark Von Owen.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This animation is a trip. Gave me kind of heavy metal vibes a little bit.
Right.
Ugh.
A faithful Wookiee. My favorite Voltron was actually the ones that actually had the figures they could put into them.
Oh, yeah. I was never into Voltron or Robotech or any of that stuff. That helmet looks so weird.
Right.
Damn, kids ruin it for everyone.
Yeah, especially kids our age. Damn it.
Yeah, I have 2 of the mail away Boba Fett's, both out of that package, and neither of them rocket firing. I would have kept one in the plastic in the box had I known that I wasn't going to get one that was supposed to be rocket firing.
Mm-hmm.
Hindsight is 2020. That'd be like something I'd go back and tell my younger self.
Right.
You can open the one, but keep the second one in the box, or buy a few more figures and get another one to keep in the box or more. But like JC showed off when he was on the show a couple weeks ago for Return of the Jedi, one of my favorite figures is not anywhere near the vintage line, but it's that he showed the chrome Darth Vader with the chromed
yes.
like red chromed saber actually sticking out of the packaging, which I always thought was so amazing. I was like, I gotta have protection for that.
Wasn't that a Celebration figure?
No, that one was a SIG-Graph, which is
Okay.
weird enough. Oh no, it was New York Toy Fair, the big toy convention in New York.
Which is actually this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Which the Rebel Scum guys and MVO is working it.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, one time I want to try to go and just check it out, but
This like overwhelms me.
well, having been there, you know that you could turn and see 80 billion more things just as easily. Oh, look at that. He's playing with his toys, man. He wouldn't let us do that.
Nope. Does he think like he owns it or something?
How dare he? Yeah, this is funny too, because how old is this show? Like 6, 8, 10 years, something like that.
About that. I mean, it's update. He's updated the room a little bit, not too much.
Well, there's a lot more things in the collection, I think, since then. And he added the elements at the end. Yeah, I have the red one.
When I started
collecting the cool one.
When I started collecting Funkos, I made sure I got the red and the blue Snaggletooth because I was like, I have to.
There you go, toothpick dispenser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they did have that. Okay, never mind. I guess this wasn't that long ago. Yeah. They had those on display at Celebration Anaheim.
Nice.
They did that Rancho Boba Fett display where everything was Mandalorian Boba Fett related.
That's cool.
I always thought it was funny how they did that viewfinder thing, like added that weird notch to his helmet because they couldn't do it like sticking up. Yeah, get that contract signed just in time for this one.
Right.
Quank.
And look, it's the fire spray.
No, it is not. That's the big one. Oh, that's funny. He knows that ship.
Yeah, getting myself a Falcon is like on my pipe dream list.
I always wanted the one that they had in Toys R Us hanging above the Star Wars aisle.
Mm-hmm.
6 foot Falcon, but never had anywhere to put it. That's so cool.
Doesn't Steve have those? The wooden pieces?
Something like that. Some sort of dies or whatever. I like that they added the lights in the back that light up on the newer reproductions of that ship.
Man, for $25
Hindsight is 2020.
or
Yeah,
24.
$750 for a freaking land speeder.
Hindsight is 24.77.
There you go. Yeah. That's funny. That's so weird that things came after because of it, and then versions of the new figures were molded off of that. Well, not molded, but modeled somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't do Owen until the till the 3-pack Tatooine set. I have that signed by Phil Brown.
Oh, that's great.
Probably should get Anthony to sign it too. I think it's Luke, C-3PO, and Uncle Owen or something. Mark might be a little. Look at that die cast. That would hurt like hell to step on.
I had that Hoth set.
Oh, wow. I have a little Death Star play set, but it's like a later version. Oh, no.
Bought the tank over.
Little Luke in his underpants.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There's the AT-AT. Colecto 79.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kenner is still like think of legend, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Think of the figures because that was my initial start into the fandom was the figures.
Oh, yeah.
The picture like Jack Skellington on, you know. Chewbacca,
Some wacky figures.
Cobra Commander, Blue Stars. I actually saw somebody cosplay as Headman.
That's wacky. That's such a weird name considering he's got that helmet on. You don't even see his head.
Yeah, it's Casio.
Yeah, the control panel. Star Wart. That's wacky.
Yeah. Little did you know.
Hiatus of Star Wars. The Dark Times.
Space, the final frontier.
Space and time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. They had to produce. No. Mm. Oh, look, Steve has that Falcon hanging above. Now everybody makes Star Wars, Mattel and Hasbro.
Yep.
Hmm.
I like to get the new guy that's working there, Brian, who gives our tour,
Mm-hmm.
the licensing guy. Galoob.
This is so contracty. Can never get as sweet of a deal as they had and let expire. That's for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
Star Wars 2, George's Revenge.
There you go.
Little do they know.
They did a lot of interesting choices,
Mm-hmm.
like the stap. Goddamn, the mail away window was interesting. The that yeah. They had bins of regular Star Wars figures prior to the prior to the prequels,
Right.
with tons of just random figures in them. Instead of putting them on shelves, they would do that a lot. But then they did it a lot more with episode 1 stuff. But they still had walls of figures. That's where I found my earless Jar Jar, is in a wall of Jar Jars, literally. Just happened to be flipping through looking for other figures and found an odd Jar Jar. So that figure without the ears attached, just funny because you'd think I could see it like if the ears were in the package and like loose, but they just got left behind. Oh, Pez dispenser. Floppy hat Luke.
Gus. Really
Yep.
friendly.
Can't wait for the Saga Museum with him and Steve and the other guys' stuff in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at that. We know that guy.
Yeah. I love that. Hey, look, it's Aiden Barton.
That's what I was saying. We know that guy.
Okay. Oh, 2 seconds behind.
You're a little.
I know that girl too.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, you said that then.
Wow.
So you have a 4-day weekend. Do you have anything plans or anything?
I don't think so. Maybe see a movie or two.
Cool.
No, not this weekend. I'm going to Disneyland next weekend.
Cool.
Because it's a single rider night or day, really, which is basically just a fan group that kind of gets together with if you solo the park, you can join with them, and
Right.
we do like ride takeovers and different stuff. So I have tickets to see a Night at the Roxbury with a Q&A with Chris.
Oh yeah, I sent you
And-
that. I sent you that link.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go see that
Cool.
on Sunday. But everything else will be sort of off the cuff. I think I'm gonna go buy some shelving.
Cool.
I want to update what's behind me, put all my stuff on shelves, and display things better. That's a lot of plastic.
Yep. They should do that.
They sell lots of stuff. Look at this one. Ooh. Christmas R unit.
Ooh.
Oh, and my Christmas Wookiee. Oh, I should have took this to Scum and had Kevin sign it.
Oh yes. Just don't bend your Wookiee.
I bent my Wookiee.
That's a diorama.
I'm a Star Wars. I didn't know I had those. That's good. I always thought the his visor being black was weird on that X-wing pilot Luke, because it was more sort of yellowish, you know,
Mhm.
and it made it look like he had black hair. Everybody was like, "That's supposed to be his hair." It's like, no, it's the visor.
Or there was also a rumor that that was gonna be Han.
Yeah, it's really Wedge or somebody. Oh yeah. I was very pleased that they, after Hasbro took the line back, you know, they had bought them obviously, and they reintroduced the Kenner name and made sure it was still on the packaging and stuff. That was always cool, I thought.
So cool.
Wow. That's a trip that they would use office space for, even for like sort of workshop area,
Right.
rather than like, you know, actual office type work. I mean, as well. Mm-mm. It's so cool that he had sort of more influence over them deciding to actually pick up the property to begin with. Stuff like that, as simple as pressing down on R2's head to get the X-Wing to pop open, was amazing. Popping wings off a TIE fighter, I always thought that was so cool. Hmm. I remember losing my sabers for whatever reason, and my dad making me replacements out of like some kind of similar gauge wire. So they were metal sabers instead, not plastic, a little more deadly. Ah, George.
Yep.
No, George. I met Brian Volkweiss, the producer of this and all the other toys and movies that made us at a screening of this show at a local comic book shop, which was kind of cool. And then I ran into him sort of randomly at LA Comic Con once. He's a
very cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We do greatly appreciate it. We are gearing up because we have the March to the Mandalorian and Grogu, and also March list. So a lot of great stuff going on, but we greatly appreciate it. Don't forget that we are in the plans right now for the family vacation. Hopefully you guys can join us with that, and also Rebel Scum Con this summer, a couple weeks before family vacation, and Boonta Eve, Texas 2, the Electric Boogaloo. Looking forward to that, and a whole bunch of stuff happening over on the network. And if you want to close out with tonight, Jeff?
Just, I was very not talkative during this episode because I really like watching this stuff.
Me too, yeah.
Especially when it comes to this particular property. The other episodes of this show are great, but they don't kind of draw me in the exact same way.
Right.
But it was fun watching. The first time I saw it, I didn't know who Jim was, and now I am glad to say I've met and talked to him a couple of different times, and he's always been very cool and has some great stories on top of what you hear in this particular episode. So if you ever get an opportunity to bend his ear or let him bend your ear, it's well worth it to listen to the history of that particular brand or company. And
it's amazing
brand.
that like celebrities or craftsmen, you don't have to pry them to talk. You just gotta give them a platform to talk, and then you can't get them to shut up.
Yep, it's like turning on a faucet.
Yep. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will see you next week. So from Jeff, this is Spencer saying, may the force be with you, and be toyetic.
Always. Yes. Oops.